Hi, viewers, today we are launching our first episode of People Are Life Hackers, where you will get amazed and inspired by the personalities who have really hacked the life. As today is the first episode, and if I am not wrong, mother is the word which is behind the all creation. Let's start the journey with the story of a special mother. Sindhutai Sapkal, affectionately known as the Mother of Orphans, is an Indian social worker and social activist known particularly for her work in raising orphaned children in India. She was conferred a doctorate in literature by the D.Y. Patil Institute of Technology and Research in 2016 and the Nari Shakti Puraskar in 2017. Sindhutai was born on 14 November 1948 in a cattle grazing family in Maharashtra's Wardha district. Being an unwanted child, she was referred to as Chindi, Marathi for torn piece of cloth. However, her father was keen on educating Sindhutai, much against the wishes of her mother. Abhimanji, Sindhutai's father, used to send her to school under the pretext of cattle grazing, where she would use that leaf of baradi tree as a slate, as she could not afford a real slate due to her family's limited financial resources. Abject poverty, family responsibilities and an early marriage forced her to quit formal education after she successfully passed the 4th standard. At the age of 12, she was married to a man 20 years her senior in Wardha district. Post-marriage she faced a difficult life, but she did not lose hope. In her new home, she fought against the exploitation of local women, who collected cow dung, by the Forests Department and landlords. This only made things more difficult for her. She bore 3 sons by the time she turned 20. At the young age of 20, when 9 months pregnant, she was beaten badly and left to die by her husband. She gave birth to a baby girl Mamta in that semi-conscious state and struggled to stay alive on 14 October 1973 in a cow shelter outside their house that night. Sindhutai took to begging on the streets and railway platforms to survive. Because she feared being picked up by men at night, she often spent the night at cemeteries. Such was her condition that people called her a ghost, since she was seen at night in the cemeteries. In this constant tussle to survive, she found herself in Chikaldara, situated in the Amravati district of Maharashtra. Here, due to a tiger preservation project, 84 tribal villages were evacuated. Amidst the confusion, a project officer impounded 132 cows of Adivasi villages and one of the cows died. Sindhutai decided to fight for proper rehabilitation of the helpless tribal villages. Her efforts were acknowledged by the Minister of Forests, and he made appropriate arrangements for alternative relocation. With no hope left, she walked several kilometers away to her mother's place. Her mother refused to shelter her. She had to set aside the thought of suicide and started begging on railway platforms for food. In the process, she realized that there were so many children abandoned by their parents, and she adopted them as her own and started begging even more vigorously to feed them. She decided to become a mother to anyone and everyone who came across to her as an orphan. She later donated her biological child to the trust Shrimant Dagdi Sheth Halwai, Pune, only to eliminate the feeling of partiality between her daughter and the adopted ones. She has devoted her entire life to orphans. As a result, she is fondly called my mother. She has nurtured over 1,050 orphan children. As of today, she has a grand family of 207 sons-in-law, 36 daughters-in-law, and over 1,000 grandchildren. She still continues to fight for the next meal. Many of the children whom she adopted are well-educated lawyers and doctors, and some, including her biological daughter, are running their own independent orphanages. One of her children is doing a PhD on her life. She has been honored with over 273 awards for her dedication and work. She used award money to buy land to make a home for her children. Construction has started, and she is still looking for more help from the world. Sanmati Bal Naiktan is being built in Manjari locality at Hadapsar, Pune, where over 300 children will reside. At the age of 70, her husband came back to her apologetically. She accepted him as her child, stating she is only a mother now. In person, she comes across as an unlimited source of energy and very powerful inspiration, with absolutely no negative emotions or blaming anybody. She recites motivational lines to inspire the society and especially the youth. A Marathi-language film Me Sindhutai Sapkal, released in 2010, is a biopic inspired by the true story of Sindhutai Sapkal. The film was selected for its world premiere at the 54th London Film Festival. Sindhutai fought for the rehabilitation of the 84 villagers. In the course of her agitation, she met Chedulal Gupta, the then Minister of Forests. He agreed that the villagers should not be displaced before the government had made appropriate arrangements at alternative sites. When Prime Minister Indira Gandhi arrived to inaugurate the Tiger project, Sindhutai showed her photographs of an Adivasi who had lost his eyes to a wild bear. I told her that the Forest Department paid compensation if a cow or a hen was killed by a wild animal, so why not a human being? She immediately ordered compensation. Soon she realized the plight of orphaned and abandoned Adivasi children. Initially, she took care of the children in return for some meager food. Looking after them was a source of livelihood. It didn't take long for it to become the mission of her life. She operates multiple numbers of organizations, like the Mother Global Foundation Pune, Sanmati Bal Naiktan, Bulheka Vasti, Hadapsar, Pune, Momotar Bal Sadan, Kumbhavalan, Saswad, Mais Ashram Chikaldara, Amravati, Abaman Bal Bhavan, Warda, Gangadhar Baba Chutralaya, Goa, Sapt Sindhu, Mahila Adhar, Balsingopan Arni Shikshan Sanstha, Pune. She received multiple awards, like on the 8th of March 2018 on Women's Day. Sindhutai Sapkal has been honoured with Nari Shakti Award 2017 from President of India. This is the highest civilian award dedicated for women. Social Worker of the Year Award from Wockhardt Foundation 2016. Ahmadiyya Muslim Peace Prize for the year 2014. BASAVA BHUSANAPURASKAR in 2014, awarded from Basava Siva Sang Pune. Mother Teresa Awards for Social Justice in 2013. The National Award for Iconic Mother in 2013, first recipient. Real Heroes Awards, given by CNN IBAN and Reliance Foundation in 2012. COEP Gaurav Puraskar, given by College of Engineering, Pune in 2012. Ahilyabai Holkar Award, given by the Government of Maharashtra to social workers in the field of women and child welfare in 2010. Women of the Year Award, given by Daily Marathi newspaper Loksatta in 2008. Datik Mata Purskar, given by non-profit organisation, Sanita Kalaniketan Trust, Maharashtra Pune in 1996. Leading Social Contributor Award in 1992. Sahyadri Hirkani Award. Rajai Award. Shivlila Mahila Gaurav Award. The 2010 Marathi film Me Sindhutai Sapkal by Anand Mahadevan is a biopic inspired by the true story of Sindhutai Sapkal. The film was selected for world premiere at the 54th London Film Festival. We, people are life hackers, always grateful to Mother Sindhutai Sapkal for her inspiration towards life. Finally, thank you very much for watching the video. If you really liked the video and want to know more about such beautiful real-life hacker personalities, please like and share the video and subscribe. People are life hackers.